class, welcome to Unit 7. We are going to be working on expressing fractions that are tenths and hundredths. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to write expressing fractions with denominators of 10 and 100, and I'm on page 87. Okay, so first let's write our objective. So today I will find equivalent fractions with denominators of 10 and 100. So all that we're going to be doing today is looking at, okay, how can I find a fraction that has a denominator of 10 and what is its equivalent fraction when it's out of 100? So we're going to be looking for equivalent fractions between 10 and 100 using both our number line model and with our fraction cubes. So make sure we have all of our sheets out, and I'm going to glue mine in and then you can see how I use them. Okay, so here is how I put in all of my models. So I have my area models up here, and then I have a number line, and then I have more area models, and then another number line. So this is going to be one problem, and this will be another problem. So glue yours in or staple yours in like this, and then once you're all set and ready to go, hit play, and we'll continue. Okay, so first we want to look at what are we kind of looking at? Well, we know this is a number line. Number line. Okay, so when we're using this, we're going to represent numbers on a number line. These two look a little different. So these are area models, but this one is out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of 10. And this one is probably out of what? 100, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 10, this is out of 100. So we're going to look at how can we find equivalent fractions if we're just given a denominator out of 10, or if we're just given a fraction out of 100. So we're going to look at how can we find equivalent fractions with that. Okay, so let's look at an example. What if we did 7/10 is equal to what over 100? Remember, equivalent means equal, so they take up the same amount of space, they fall in the same part of the number line. So what I'm going to do is first represent the given fraction that I do have. So I have 7/10. So I'm going to go to my 10 model, and I'm going to shade 7 out of my 10. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this represents 7/10. Okay, now I need to shade the same amount with my hundreds block. So I have 1, 2, 3 spaces open. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shade up 7 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have the same amount. These are equal. If you stack them, they would shade the same amount if they were clear or something. So let's see, I have 3 blank and 3 blank here. So these are equivalent, but they're obviously different numbers, right? This is only 7, but this has, look at all the blocks that it has in each row. So I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 are in each row. I shaded 7. So 10 times 7 is 70. So if this is out of 100, I have 70 over 100. So this answer is equal to 70 over 100. So 7/10 is equivalent to 70 over 100, or 70 hundredths. So this is how I would show it with a picture, with like an area model. And then let's jump down to our number line. So the first thing I'm going to do is write out my given fraction. So I'm going to write 1/10, 2/10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this would be 10 out of 10, which we know is equal to 1. Okay, so here we go. This is 7/10. I need to find a fraction that is out of 100, but that is equivalent. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to write my hundreds up top. So I have my tens on the bottom, and I'm going to write my hundreds on top. So I'm going to do 10 out of 100, 20 out of 100, 30 out of 100, right? Because I'm counting these squares. 40 out of 100, 50 out of 100, 60 out of 100, 70 out of 100. So I can just kind of stop there. Obviously, I would go to 80 out of 100, 90 out of 100, 100 out of 100, which would give me 1. So from this model, I can see that 7/10 is equal to 70 over 100. It's not equal to 60 over 100 because you can see they don't line up on the same. So that's kind of how you can show it with both models. Okay, let's do another one. Let's say that we have, I'm gonna write it, I guess I can fit it in a little bit right here. So let's say we have 3/10 is equal to what over 100? So the first thing I'm going to do is shade my given number. So 3 out of 10, so I'm going to shade 3, 1, 2, 3. This represents 3 out of 10. This one's out of 100, but I'm still going to shade the same amount. So 1, 2, 3. With 10 in each square, 10 times 3 is 30 out of 100. So these are equivalent. They're equal. 3/10 is equivalent to 30 over 100. So just a reminder, just because this numerator and this denominator is bigger than the 3 over 10, it doesn't mean that 30 over 100 is bigger than 3 over 10. So you want to draw it out to make sure before you jump to conclusions, because sometimes you think, oh, well, 30 is bigger than 3, so they can't be equal. But when you shade it in, you can see that they obviously are. Okay, so let's put it on a number line. So I'm going to make the bottom my 10. So 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then up top, I'm going to make it my 100. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm going to do 10, 20, 30, and I'm going to stop there because right away I can see that my 30 over 100 is what is equivalent to 30 over 10. So I would shade that, and then I found my missing answer. 3/10 is equal to 30 over 100. And remember how we can check for equivalent fractions? We can think, okay, was the bottom number multiplied by the same number on top? So let's look. 10 times 100, or 10 times what gives you 100? 10. So let's see. Does 3 times 10 give us 30? Yes, because if we multiply the same number over, or the same numerator over the same denominator, and we get the answer, then they are equivalent. So we're able to find that right away, and we checked our answer, and our work was correct. Okay, so for tonight, I'm just going to give you a number line one to work on, and then tomorrow we'll look at both. So I want you to solve, and we're going to do 4/10 is equal to what over 100. So let's draw a number line. Okay, it's gonna be out of 10. So I'm just gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is, your 10s are gonna be down here. Oh, one more. I'm just gonna give you 4. And then your 100s will be up here. So I want you to plot 4 tenths and then figure out which number up top is equivalent to it and fill in the answer above, okay?